Okay, thank you. I was speaking, you guys know Miss Flavia, right? She's one of the grade 9 teachers. Now, she told me yesterday that she is struggling with one of her classes because they are not showing any improvement with their presentation skills between term 1 and term 2. And I remember when I taught you guys when you were in 8th grade and some of you in 9th grade and how much you guys have improved. And so before we start our presentations, I just wanted to first of all, ask you guys what you think makes a good presentation so we can make a short list on the board. And then second, I want to ask you guys for your permission if I use a couple short recordings of a few of you during your presentations to show my 9th grade students what I expect, since you guys are setting such good examples doing that. But first, let's make a short list of maybe 3 or 4 main points that you guys know now that you've learned makes good presentations. What's one? What's one that you can say, for example, in terms of presentation skills? What are some things that I like to see? Yeah, AJ?
To be comfortable with what you're presenting is important. So
yeah.
You don't always read from the board. You already know everything that you put in the presentation.
Yeah, so actually what you're saying there, in my understanding, is being prepared, being comfortable with what you're saying. You know, honestly, if you don't feel comfortable, you might come across as not being an expert in what you're saying, and you might make your audience not being able to focus because they're distracted by...
How nervous you are.
Yeah, exactly. Artie, you had your hand up.
Well, I think making eye contact with the viewers is so important because it makes them understand and get focused easily in the presentation. And
yeah, and you're actually really good at doing that. So when we do this, watch Arda, because he's really good with making that eye contact with the audience. Keeping his hands up here helps the focus on the face, okay? So keep your hands up here, make eye contact with your audience. As AJ said, don't read the whole time from the slide. So being prepared, eye contact. Yeah, Delara?
I think also body,
Listen. Yep.
body language is very important. Like, you shouldn't stop and like fidget and like play with your hands. You should like, just the combination of both of them, like being comfortable in eye contact. Also, like, you shouldn't just like walk around. You should.
The strongest speakers, and I've read about this. The experts say that if you want to make a strong presentation for a group of people, it's always best if you stand in one place and you use your hands the way that I am doing right now. So if you're going like this, it's very distracting and it makes you seem less confident when you're giving a presentation. So instead, stand in one place facing the audience. You can turn a little to direct the attention to the slide like this, but not moving makes you seem much more confident. Daphne, you had your hand up next, yep.
I would say, like, obviously the context of the presentation is important, but, like, not to write, like, really long things, and instead of that, writing really short, like, points, and also,
So you're talking about the actual file, the presentation file? Why don't you want to have a huge paragraph?
No one's going to read that and pinpoint what's important. You need to be doing that.
Exactly.
And you need to already know. And if you're not going to do that, you can't just open the slide and expect them to read all of it. So you should tell them basically if there's like a really long paragraph.
Yeah, guys, think about it. Like, if you stand up here, when I project up a huge long paragraph, how many of you guys actually read the whole paragraph? You look at it and it makes you tired, right?
Yeah.
Immediately. So I would say, just like Daphne said, that's why one of the requirements is just dot points, and then you can speak what the information is, not a whole long paragraph, okay? So only the most important points, and lastly, how do I write that? Only the most important points, and then you speak the rest so that you engage the audience more. Is there anything else you want to add, Layla?
I think your voice, like reaching all of the audience is important because when someone can't hear a main point you say, it's something that distracts them actually, that maybe look somewhere else and they might not listen
You should
Can I
avoid-
ask you guys something about the voice?
You should avoid being monotone.
Yeah, and if you are monotone, how do you improve it? How do you get better if your voice, if you notice when you're at the front and you have to read from the slide and your voice is flat, and the feedback that I give you says your voice should be more like this, how do you make that better? Yeats, what's one way to make that better?
Like speak loud. You can speak loud and if you're prepared, like it's easy to because
Yeah, so how do you get prepared? Practice, right?
yeah.
So read those slides out loud. Say, exaggerate. The way I am right now. You want to practice this, okay? Because if it feels weird for you at first, it won't after you get used to it. But trust me, using your voice in this kind of way makes it more interesting for the audience. If I just talk like this, you guys will fall asleep faster. And then the last thing, if you guys want to really get the top grades, are the students who are able to show, especially at the end, some insightful connections. And that's where I ask you questions, and I really want to see that you understand your topic. So the best ones, and a few of you got 100 last time, the best presentations are the ones where they can make insightful connections in your conclusion, okay? And what does that mean? What is insightful connection? Ali, do you know?
It means that you know a lot of things about it.
You know a lot of things about it, but not just like surface things, right?
You know deep things, full of details.
Yeah, and basically, if you're able to show some kind of mental connection with it, looking for the deeper meaning, then you're going to be in the right place for that, okay? All right.